I'm not talking about BB Niger brand builders that are trying to use I'm building my brand to hide the fact that they are in a relationship with us. I'm talking about people in different fields that genuinely want to build a brand. Building a brand helps you build trust and credibility when dealing with your audience. A brand increases your perceived value and puts you in a position where you can control your reputation. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about a few ways that you can build not just any kind of personal brand, but a personal brand that is sustainable long term. And if this is something that you're interested in, I would advise that you stick around to watching this video. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Adora and you are currently watching AdoraHack, where we talk about software engineering, tips on how to grow your career, and I do vlogs as well. So yes, in today's video we're going to be talking about building a sustainable personal brand. This is very great for your career in the long term. Please, if this is your first time, you're very welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you are new here, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button before we move ahead. Smash this like button, please. Also, just so that you know, the subscribe button doesn't feel left out. Without any further ado, let's get right into this video. Before I get into talking about personal brand, I would want to define, personal branding. And this is a definition that I got from personalbrand.com. And it says a personal brand is a widely recognized and largely uniform perception or impression of an individual based on their experience, expertise, competencies, actions and or achievements within a community, industry or the marketplace at large. What this is basically saying is a personal brand is, the impression that you give yourself. It's the reputation that when people hear your name precedes you in a particular field, probably because you're a thought leader in that field or you contribute immensely to the growth of that community. Whatever it is, your personal brand basically just defines who you are. I'm going to be talking about all of that today in this whole point. I'm talking about personal branding, and I'm going to be giving you actionable steps, actionable things that you can do to get you one step closer to your personal brand. Things that, depending on whatever field you are in, can work for you and your personal brand. Because yes, I know that I have a lot of engineers that watch my videos. I have a lot of aspiring engineers that watch my videos and other people. But I feel like this is a topic that appeals to a wider audience because regardless of whatever field you are in, you might be looking for a way to build your brand. So let's talk first things first. There are 4 things that, in my opinion, you should think about. And these things are perception, appearance, character, and authenticity. If whatever you do regarding your brand is centered around your perception, how people think about you, your character, how authentic your message is, and how you show up, your appearance. If you can take anything away from this whole video, just take this. Just take the fact that these are the 4 things that you need in thinking about your brand. So now let's talk about these 4 things in depth. The first thing you need to do is, in terms of perception, ask yourself this question: okay, how do I see myself? And how do people see me? Once you are thinking about a personal brand, it's because you're trying to be somebody that is in the public space, in the public eye, for whatever reason. So it needs to matter to you how the people that matter in the community see you, what they understand, what they think your values are, what they think your message is, what they think you represent. Essentially, that's one thing that I believe is very important. So you must start by doing some kind of, I know a lot of people that have done this on social media, where they just go and ask, okay, when you think about me, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? That could help you understand, where people's minds currently are today, and then you can decide, oh, okay, it's in the right place, but I need to, fine tune it a bit, or it's totally in the wrong place and I need to do something that makes it shift to the right place. The second thing I want to talk about is your appearance. It's not just about showing up. You also need to shine, boo-boo. Like, you need to show up and you need to shine. So your appearance is something that matters. If someone Googles my name, do they see what I really want them to see? Do they see what helps my brand? Do they see things that are in line with my goals? For example, if I am somebody that, I'm a content creator, I'm a software engineer, and I'm a DJ. When somebody Googles me, like I'm a tech content creator, when somebody Googles me, it's the first thing that pops up one random stray video I did with somebody talking about food recipes, as opposed to the core of me, which is me talking about tech. These things are very, they are so connected, because at the end of the day, your appearance also determines people's perception of you. As humans, we exist and we also have ourselves online. We have our accounts online. We have our personalities online that represent the brand, whether it's a website, a LinkedIn account, a blog, a Twitter handle, a YouTube channel. So you need to make sure that all of these things appear to be in line with that one message, that goal, everything is speaking the same language. The next thing is character. When it comes to personal branding, when we think about branding, we think about, this skincare lotion, this drink, this alcohol brand, this company. But you, in personal branding, you yourself, you the person, you are the brand. You need to find out what your unique story is. You need to find out what your voice is. And you need to amplify that story in every single message you are going to be putting out as a brand. Because at the end of the day, even if as a brand, you go ahead, to create a nice looking logo, have a nice looking website that is properly themed, anybody can go and clone what your website looks like. Front-end developers, their job is basically to look at Figma and convert it to HTML. Their job is to look at PDF and convert it to HTML. So it's not common websites that they can't convert to HTML. So the point is, people can copy your brand assets. People can copy what your website looks like. People can copy the inspiration behind your logo. People can copy different things, but nobody can copy you. At the end of the day, you are unique. You are special. So you need to bring that specialness. You're talking about the technical things, bring those technical things, but also bring that human aspect of yourself to the table every single time. Because everybody can be technical. It's about how to create a web page. Everybody can write articles on how to create a web page. Like anybody that already understands web development and has access to the internet can do a bunch of all these other technical things. So as much as you are going to be doing the technical things, also bring the unique part of yourself to the table. That would also make it hard for people to forget you. The next thing I would want to say, which is the last thing, is authenticity. You can't always be yarning dust.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
There has to be truth in what you are coming out to say. Like, you can't always be coming to say the wrong things. Your message has to be legit. Somebody needs to watch your videos, read your articles, listen to your conference talk, whatever it is that you're doing. Somebody needs to take in that content, take in that material after seeing you and trust that what you've told them is the truth. Because if you put yourself at a point where people are beginning to doubt what you say because maybe the first time you said something wasn't legit. For example, maybe if you are a brand ambassador, right? If your personal brand, like you have your own personal brand, obviously, and then you are a brand ambassador that always keeps publicizing products that are either fake or that are not what you say them to be. At some point, people are going to stop listening to you. Yes, I know that we're all learning. Nobody is perfect.
We are always learning. Nobody perfect in this boxing. I'm working on. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I got just getting better one time. I have to step up, to step up, to step up.
You might say some things that are not correct, and you have to go back and learn and correct your thing. Or you might even say something right? And then tomorrow, the thing that you said is no longer valid because now you have new information and you have grown and you have changed. You understand? But for you to constantly come out and be saying things that are not correct, it's something that you need to work on. If you're going to come out and give a talk about a certain domain, make sure that you're actually comfortable giving that talk. Make sure you're not coming to come and lie or blunder on stage. If you're going to come and talk about weight loss, make sure you're not giving people the wrong tips about weight loss. Things like that. Being authentic, saying the truth at all times is something that's very important. So the 4 things to focus on when thinking about your brand, I call this PACA. PACA, PACA, whatever you want to call it. PACA. And these 4 things are your perception, your appearance, your character, and authenticity. And now that I've talked about, these things that are very important in building your brand, these 4 principles to think about, how do you now go and actually start building the brand? Make sure whatever you are doing is something that adds value to some people's lives. You could be sharing knowledge, you could be sharing valuable content, you could be sharing a product. Whatever it is that you are doing, make sure it is adding value to the people that you want, to whoever you are targeting, whoever your audience is. A developer, it could be that you are creating content that is helping a lot of developers out there. You are creating projects that a lot of developers are using and it's making their lives easy, it's making them very productive. If you are a food person, make sure it's something like you are creating recipes that are easy to understand, that makes it easy for people to discover new food, because when they discover your recipes are easy to follow and they can cook really amazing meals. The next thing I want to say is think about your unique story and tell it often. More often than not, when you do that, people find themselves in you. People see you as, oh, I can actually relate to this person. And guess what happens? You start to build loyalists. You start to build an army. You start to build, I don't really like this word anymore, but you start to build fans. you start to build a fan base, a community in that your space, in that your field of expertise, in that your community. You start to build a community of people that genuinely care about you, care about what you have to say, and want to constantly listen to you and support you. Why? Because they are like, this girl is like this. She has been able to do this in her life. I am currently at this point in my own life. That means that I can relate to her, and one day I can be this too. Do you understand? Like, they find you relatable and they just love you. Choose a platform that you can use to your strengths. If you're someone that likes videos, if you're someone that likes videos, think about YouTube. If you're someone that likes videos and teaching, you can think about YouTube, you can think about Twitch. If you're someone that likes to talk a lot, you might consider podcasting. If you're someone that likes to write a lot, you could consider LinkedIn or Twitter. Initially, I talked about, putting out things that add value. It could be content, it could be code, it could be a product. And in the process of sharing, you are creating some kind of message. Audio message, video message, written message, whatever it is, So think about platforms that work for you. For developers, I'm not going to openly tell you, oh, you should write. I'm not going to tell you that. There are some people that are born technical writers. Like, you see this, their hand. Technical writing is inside their blood. Do you understand? But there are some people that are not great writers. And it's okay. But they are not great writers, but they're very good teachers. So you would see them on Twitch teaching people how to use something. You'd see them building open source packages that help other people's lives easier and sharing them. You could see them in different other places. So I'm not about to tell you, oh, create content, right? It's great. Creating content is great. But what is very important is you don't want to create that content and it's now trash content. Anything worth doing is worth doing well. Quality has to be dope. You understand? So find different platforms, look within yourself, find different platforms that work for you, you are very comfortable with, and share whatever it is you want to share on these platforms. I keep talking about community. It's very important to know that you are not trying to reach everybody. Like, don't try and reach everybody. Niche down. Create your own niche. also helps you build loyalists, and also helps your message make sense. Do you understand? Because if you even look like, I don't know if it's even possible to reach everybody, because there are so many people already doing things that is appealing to a lot of people, and you don't want to start competing in that space. Do you understand? So like, for multiple reasons, and are you even an expert on things that everybody can relate to? Let's be honest. Like, if you don't want to be vague, are you an expert on things that a lot of people can relate to? Are you? Think about it. You don't want to reach everybody. Don't try to reach everybody. I know it's great to be ambitious, but sometimes you need to have ambition with sense. Nobody will see your work unless you share it. Share everything that you do. And this goes back to talking about, now when you now want to share, think about platforms that you're very comfortable with and share there. No, but the truth is, if you create a very amazing product, if you create a very amazing recipe, if you write really great code, if you write a really dope article and you don't share, who is going to see it? If I created this YouTube video now, put it in unlisted on my YouTube, how will people watch it if it's not public? Answer me. How will you watch it if it's not public? If you do one thing, and you notice that this thing you did has a particularly, like, your audience responded well to that thing, try and look at patterns, study your audience, look at patterns, and possibly do the same thing in multiple ways, or try and do that thing more often. But do things that will make people want to listen to you. Do things that would impact your audience and would get positive results. Do those things more. It's great to try new things. So when you try one thing and you realize that this thing didn't work the way I thought it was gonna work, leave it. Also, be consistent. It's hard growing this YouTube channel. For me personally, I have been through a lot on this channel, a lot that you don't see physically. I've had this channel for a little over a year, like maybe a year and 3 months ish, and I have like 2K subscribers, and I'm grateful for this. I love you people so much. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. When I recorded this video, I had about 2K subscribers. Now the truth is, there are some days where I will post a video and I'll be expecting that this video is something that can get me like 500 views, and then I'm between the 90 and 120, just dancing there, you understand? And I'm just like, see, I'm not posting a video next week. I mean, what's the point? I'm tired. I need to go and live my best life and chill. But I mean, I have my down moments, but one great thing is, after these moments, I beat myself up and I'm like, see, go back, be consistent. And I think that consistency is what has helped me over time. A lot of people have come to me to tell me, I like what you're doing on this channel, and I hope you grow more. Thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. It motivates me. And if I was not as consistent, even the 2K subscribers I have today, I don't think I would have had it. Like, when you share something today, you go away, you don't share for a long time. You now come back, you now share tomorrow. You now go away, you don't share for a long time. It's confusing. It confuses a lot of people. So be consistent in how you put out valuable things to your audience. There's consistency in time, which is what I've spoken about. There's also consistency in message. Today you come and say, oh, the sky is blue. Tomorrow be like, actually it's brownish, brown and orange, if you shake it. Next week you come and say, oh no, it's grey. Next thing you know, it's black. Eclipse today. Be consistent in your messaging as well. And the last thing I would want to say is, be you. Be yourself. You can only act for a long time. You can only pretend for a while. You are yourself. You should enjoy being yourself, and you should enjoy sharing yourself with the world. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope you picked 1 or 2 things in this video as regards personal branding generally. If you like this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to me, please make sure that you subscribe. Just tap the like button, tap the subscribe button as well, so that those buttons don't feel like they're left out. Just show some love in that area. Thank you very much. Thank you again for watching this video to the end, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.